Episode 1, My Parents and Early Life, Autobiography of a Yogi Summary by Wisdom in Minutes. Welcome. Welcome to Wisdom in Minutes, the place where timeless books, extraordinary lives, and powerful ideas are transformed into engaging stories that inspire and educate. If you enjoy biographies, philosophy, spirituality, and life-changing lessons, you're in the right place. Today we begin one of the greatest spiritual autobiographies ever written, Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramahansa Yogananda. This series will take you chapter by chapter through his remarkable life, exploring the experiences, people, and lessons that shaped one of the world's most influential spiritual teachers. So, without further ado, let's begin with Chapter 1, My Parents and Early Life. Chapter 1. Imagine remembering another life. Imagine being just a child, yet feeling that your real home isn't where you were born, but somewhere high in the Himalayan mountains. That is exactly how Mukundalal Ghosh, who later became Paramahansa Yogananda, described his childhood. He wrote that from his earliest memories he felt drawn toward God. While most children were fascinated by games and toys, his heart longed for something much greater, the search for spiritual truth. He even believed that memories from a previous life remained alive within him, giving him an unexplainable attraction toward the life of a yogi. Mukunda was born into a family where spirituality wasn't simply discussed, it was lived every day. His father, Bhagavati Charan Ghosh, was a respected railway executive. He was disciplined, honest, practical, and deeply devoted to meditation. His mother possessed a completely different nature. She was gentle, compassionate, and endlessly generous. Helping people in need came naturally to her. Together, they created a home built on faith, discipline, humility, and kindness. One incident from his childhood perfectly illustrates his parents' character. A poor woman came asking for financial help. Mukunda's father suggested giving her a small amount. His mother quietly asked for 10 times more. When questioned, she reminded her husband that he still remembered the pain of being refused help during his own difficult childhood. Her simple words touched his heart, and he immediately agreed. Watching this, young Mukunda learned that compassion is often more powerful than logic. Sometimes the greatest gift we can give another person is kindness. The spiritual atmosphere in their home became even stronger because both of Mukunda's parents were disciples of the great yogi, Lahiri Mahasaya. According to the autobiography, Mukunda's father became his disciple after witnessing an extraordinary event. One day, he refused an employee permission to visit the saint. Moments later, Lahiri Mahasaya unexpectedly appeared before him and gently reminded him not to be so strict with his employee. Deeply moved by the experience, Mukunda's parents traveled to meet Lahiri Mahasaya personally and received initiation into Kriya Yoga. From that day onward, Lahiri Mahasaya became the spiritual center of their family. His photograph occupied a sacred place in their home. Every morning and evening, the family meditated before it. For Mukunda, the picture was much more than an image. It represented a living spiritual presence. At the age of 8, Mukunda became critically ill with cholera. Doctors had little hope. His mother asked him to focus all his attention on the photograph of Lahiri Mahasaya and pray with complete faith. Mukunda later wrote that he suddenly saw an intense light filling the room. Within moments, he felt completely healed. Whether one interprets this as divine intervention, the power of faith, or a deeply personal spiritual experience, Mukunda regarded it as one of the defining moments of his childhood. Soon afterward came another life-changing experience. One morning, while sitting quietly, he wondered, what lies beyond the darkness behind closed eyes? Instantly, an immense light appeared before him. Within that light sat radiant Himalayan saints in deep meditation. When he asked who they were, they replied, "We are the Himalayan yogis." Then the vision expanded into an infinite ocean of light, and he experienced what he believed was the presence of God. When the vision ended, only one desire remained in his heart: to dedicate his entire life to finding God. Chapter 1 also shares an unusual lesson about the power of speech. During an argument with his sister, Mukunda confidently declared that a boil would appear on his own arm and that his sister's existing boil would become worse. According to his account, both happened exactly as he had said. His mother immediately warned him never to use the power of words to harm another person. That lesson stayed with him throughout his life. He came to believe that thoughts, words, and intention carry immense power and therefore should always be used with wisdom and compassion. We stop here for now. Chapter 1 introduces us to a remarkable child whose life was shaped by faith, discipline, compassion, and extraordinary spiritual experiences. But this peaceful childhood is about to change forever. In the next chapter, Mukunda faces the greatest tragedy of his young life, the loss of his beloved mother.